Welcome to the NEC for our 2013 Motorcycle Live special.
In the next half hour, we're going to be looking at all the coolest new bikes. We'll bring you the latest gear, we'll chat to some of the biggest names in the business, and a whole lot more.
This price, $179.99.
Really stupid, like that went really stupid then. Got a little strap on the back there. Strap on!
So here on the Kawasaki stand, and I've managed to find the new Z1000 SX. Now this is Kawasaki's biggest selling model in the UK, and you can kind of see why. If you're fed up with putting on the Power Ranger suit and cranking yourself over your litre superbike, this is probably one of the best alternative options out there, and the pure definition of what I consider a sports tourer to be. So for 2014, you've got new rear suspension, which is great, because the old one had some issues with that. You've got ABS as an option, which this one has got. You've got the new Kawasaki traction control, plus some tweaks to the engine, which now make it produce 140 brake horsepower and 82 pound-foot of torque. Now, as you can imagine, with their biggest selling model, Kawasaki want to improve on last year's version, and there's some nice little touches that you'll notice. For a start, 35% of these are sold with panniers, so they've made the panniers 4 inches narrower because they got a few complaints it was a bit too big and too wide to filter through traffic, and we like that here at Bike World. Now this bike with the ABS will cost you $9,699, and it's kind of known as the undisputed king of sports tourers, and we'll be checking out just how good it is by taking it on a little trip through Europe.
Well, Luke, I found this, Kawasaki's first ever scooter that they've launched for the European market. It's the J300. It's got a 299cc liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, single-cylinder engine, producing 28 brake horsepower. I think this bike would be perfect for the urban commuter who wants a bit more of a sporty feel. And this comes across with the design of the bike. We've got the sleek handlebars, the racing colour scheme, the general style of the bike. And while the suspension is comfortable, it's been given a little bit more of a sporty bias, so it's more exciting to ride. And the great thing about this is that it's compliant for A2 licences, and it'll cost you just over £4,000.
Now, one of the companies that always brings new innovations to Motorcycle Live is Knox, and we've come here to chat to Aaron about a couple of new products that we think you're going to love. First up, Aaron, this is the Urban shirt, isn't it?
This is the Urban shirt, that's right. We designed this because we see a real move forward for riders wanting products that are easy to wear. So they want their armour, the protection to be much easier, much more flexible. The whole idea with this is it's an undershirt that's got all the armour built in, the elbows, the shoulder, the back protector, and you can just stick any jacket on over the top and go to wherever you want. Whether that be a fashion jacket, a motorcycle jacket with the armour taken out, it just makes riding much more easy. This one is $129.99.
Which is a lot cheaper than a lot of jackets just on their shelf.
That's the idea.
And Knox obviously aren't just about armour, they're pretty much known as a market leader when it comes to gloves as well. And you might have seen our feature we did the other day on waterproof gloves, and these are the ones I normally wear, the textile, but these guys have just announced a brand new glove called the 02, which literally only came out last week, didn't it, Aaron?
That's right. What we've done with the 02 is we've put the out-dry membrane on, which is the best kind of membrane that you can get for a motorcycle glove. Traditionally, with a motorcycle glove, to make it waterproof, you'll use a bag insert liner, similar to the textile, which is what we use on a textile. Yeah. That's the way you do it. Water can get in, and actually it can get into the insulation liner as well. Out dry is completely different because it's a membrane that's bonded directly behind the leather or the material that it's attached to.
You can actually see that here, isn't it? It is, as you say, connected to the leather, and it also has some incredible waterproof properties, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. And to demonstrate that, I've got the test here to show the difference between the membrane and the out dry. So here we've got a bucket of water. I put it in here. This one's the out dry, and you see. You
can actually see the water in there, do you know what I mean? And how it's actually soaked in and yet got wet, and yet on this one, absolutely nothing. So that's superb. So the 02 is out now to buy, isn't it?
Out now to buy, that's right.
Now I might have to make a little bit of a step up from the textile, which I love, because that looks really cool. And how much do they cost?
They're $129.99.
Now I find it really hard to find women's motorcycle clothing that fits well, is stylish and functional as well. But there are a couple of jackets that have really caught my eye on the Furigan stand. Scott, firstly, this lovely leather number.
Yeah, well, this is the new ladies G2O jacket. It's still Brazilian and cowhide, but what they've done, they've treated it in the factory and they've given it a really, really soft feel. So when a lady wears it, just perfectly fits her body, it's contoured well, very feminine. A little bit more discreet than the normal Furigan, no big branding, just discreet here, and then an embossed panther on the back. But yeah, I think a lot of ladies have already tried it on today, so I guess it's going to work.
I like the fact as well that the armour's quite discreet as well, isn't it? It's not as bulky.
No, well, we're still using D30, which is obviously very soft and only solidifies on impact. So yeah, it's still using shoulders and elbows. There's a pocket for a back if you want to put it in. So yeah.
A nice, sleek, stylish jacket that you can wear on a night out as well. You don't need to change.
So yeah.
Don't want to change it to.
Do you wear one?
Yeah, definitely. And also this textile jacket. Now I like this one because it's a little bit longer, and I'm always conscious that I'm showing my bum when I'm on a bike.
Okay, fair enough. Well, this is called the Jolly. This is going to come out in February. What the idea of this is, as I say, it's longer, but it's also quite discreet and very plain again. So there's no big branding. Yeah, you could wear it anywhere, the pub or shopping or wherever you want to go. Still fully waterproof, still fully armoured. You've got your D30 in the shoulders, the elbow, pocket for a back protector. And yeah, I think it's a new line for Furigan, and I think it's going to work well.
And what I think is great about Furigan is that they've really got the female body shape in mind, and they've got the strap on the back here, which you can tighten just to pull in the waist a little bit.
Yeah, I think women are more, they want to look good on a bike more than a guy normally. Guys just look the fashion side, women want to be shaped, so this will pull in nicely around the waist. You've got hip adjustments if you need to flare out. So yeah, the woman's form is always in mind, always.
So Alex, the British Superbike champion, mate, we were there at Brands Hatch for the final round. It had to be the most dramatic final round of racing ever. The weather didn't help, but you are champion. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable feeling, and the whole year was fantastic for me. The last race, obviously with the rain and shaky home track, and a lot of stuff was against me, but yeah, I did my best. I really enjoyed it, and you know, to come out on top is fantastic. But yeah, I'm looking to the future now. I need to keep improving, keep doing my best, but it's definitely my most endurable year so far.
Been testing for the Fixie Crescent Suzuki team. Is that official yet? Are you going to be riding for them next year in the World Superbikes?
I don't know yet. I'm hoping to do World Superbikes. I'm still under contract with Honda, and yeah, whatever happens, I'm going to miss all them guys, and it's been a fantastic year, and one that I'm definitely going to remember for the rest of my life.
Well, how's the reception been here at Motorcycle Live as well as British Superbike champion? I take it it's been pretty special. Yeah,
fantastic. I've just been walking around with my brother before, and I actually put my arm around him down there and said, hey, remember 5-6 years ago we used to come and work at the show selling helmets for Padgett's or whatever in the school holidays, and we've come a long way since then, but it's nice to keep your feet on the ground, and I appreciate every bit of support that we get, and the reception we received on the opening ceremony was fantastic, and I feel privileged to be in the position.
So one of the biggest talking points in the run-up to Motorcycle Live and in the last few months has been the so-called Battle of the Naked Bikes. And that was all kicked off because of this, the brand new KTM Super Duke 1290R, aka the Beast. And I've got Luke from KTM with me. Fella, this has rewritten the rule books for naked bikes, isn't it?
Yeah, we've basically we do things because we want to do them, and obviously you guys want us to do them as well. So yeah, we built a bike with a pretty big engine, a lot of power, a lot of torque, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
1301cc, we have to say, twin engine. Always never forget the one. It produces 180 brake horsepower, 106 pound-foot of torque, and only weighs 208 kilograms. That is a recipe for insanity, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insane, but it's also manageable. We've got a very sophisticated electronic system on there, which is traction control, ABS, so you can control this power and torque. But being KTM, you can turn it all off, and it really is the beast. You know, it's insane.
The great thing about this is, as you say, you get all of that, and price-wise, it's
14,000. The engine, the performance, the electronics, and that. There's a lot going on.
So up next in the Battle of the Nakeds is a new version of an old favourite. This is the Kawasaki Z1000U for 2014, and with me I have Martin Lambert from Kawasaki. Tell us a little bit about this bike then, my friend.
There's a lot to tell you, Luke. Yeah. Interesting thing about this bike, at the very core of it, is what's called Tsugomi design philosophy.
Tsugomi, that sounds fascinating. Tell me more about that.
Well, basically what it means is it splits 50-50 between what you can see on the exterior and what's on the interior. Okay. That means the people that designed it, the stylists, had as much say as the engineers. When the stylists styled it like this, the engineers were listening as well. So you've got this really dramatic styling where it goes up over the tank and then swoops down into the headlamps. Inside the engine, the same thing applies. So Tsugomi is all about energy. It's all about harnessing natural energy. And the look of this, it's supposed to be like an animal that's about to pounce. What that means inside the engine is that the throttle response is really instantaneous. It's a real rider's bike.
I've heard a lot about this actually, because on paper it's 142 brake horsepower, 82 pound-foot of torque, and it weighs 220 kilos. This makes it heavier than a lot of the other bikes in the Battle of the Nakeds. But people I know who've ridden this have turned around and said, but this will probably put one of the biggest grins on your face out of all the bikes.
I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. The special edition is 9699 and then the base model is 9499.
It's not just about the new bikes in the undisputed Battle of the Naked Championship here at Motorcycle Live. There are a couple of classics that have had a few tweaks for 2013, including this. Now, this was obviously the undisputed king before the new machines came along. It's the Aprilia 210 V4R, and I've got Phil from Aprilia with me. Mate, you've tweaked this this year, haven't you, for 2013?
Yeah, we have. We've brought across the changes we've brought on the RSV4. So we've improved the electronics with some small tweaks, a bit more power as well. So this version will be up to 170 horsepower, less than the RSV4R, but makes it manageable. And added the ABS as well with race ABS, so it's an adjustable ABS system. I made it a little bit more friendly for the road as well, softened the suspension, softer seat. So we've listened to some of the customers, but that's not to say we've taken the beast out of it at all. So. Okay,
and price-wise for this now, with all the new electronics and the 2013 version?
So this one now, the latest will come in at just over £12,500, so 12,423 on the road.
Now, one of the biggest reasons people come to Motorcycle Live is to grab themselves a bargain, and there's no better place than to get yourself a proper discount than here at the largest retail stand at Motorcycle Live, the J&S Accessories stall. Now, the man behind me is Ian. He's letting everyone know exactly what the bargain of the day is, so I'll let him get on with it.
2 bottles of muck off for just £8. Alpine Star boots starting from just £99.99. That's a waterproof Alpine Star boot. RSC Pro Series, black and white, recommended retail 220, special show price, J&S price, £179.99.
Now, you can't mention Nakeds without this, the Ducati Monster. It's the Italian brand's biggest ever selling bike, and it's become an icon within its own right, and it has a very loyal fan base. So we thought we'd look into what makes this bike so special. So we're here at Riker's Cafe in Box Hill with one of the most impressive lineup of Ducati Monsters I've seen. And with us, and the man I can thank for bringing them all together, is Rob Scheuer, the president of the Ducati Monster Owners Club here in the UK. Rob, we've got over 40 bikes here, and it's incredible to think that over 20 years ago now, the first Monster rolled off the factory line in Bologna, and over that time they've obviously been one of Ducati's biggest selling bike. I remember in 2005 it was their first bike to sell over 10,000 units, but it all started with a bit more of a humble beginning, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe that Galuzzi, the designer, had built a parts bin special to get to work on, and when Massimo Bordi was in charge of the factory, he saw it and demanded a production prototype. And that's how the first kind of naked sports bike came about. As Galuzzi said, it's just an engine, wheels and handlebars. Yeah. You don't need anything else. It's an 888 chassis with originally a 900 SS motor, and it just does everything you need a bike to do and not very much else.
It really is. I think the essence to me of a Monster, and I've been a big fan over the years, is almost that rawness. As you say, it has the Ducati sporting pedigree, a chassis that handles beautifully, but there's no real bells and whistles on it. It just does the simple things very well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of addictive.
Yeah. Now, Rob, we were talking earlier as well that no Ducati Monster really seems to be the same, and we've got some brilliant examples here, right from a very early M900, one of the first ones to roll off the production line, up to my 20th anniversary special.
Yeah, they're a constant thing. You know, they're still instantly recognisable as a Monster, even though they've undergone quite a change in shape. Select ones with water-cooled motors, so you've seen the Tricolore.
Yes, yeah, that's very sexy, the S4 RS. Yeah. It's a 999 engine in that as well, 140 odd brake.
Quite crazy on a naked bike.
Yeah.
There's even a 400 here, which is, I believe, one of only 2 in the country. So.
And they were made originally for the kind of Thailand markets, weren't they, really?
I'm not sure where they went. I know the Dubai police had them a little underpowered, possibly, but a rare thing.
So, Rob, with all these Monsters here, it would be a shame not to start them up and go for a bit of a ride out, because I think the sound is going to be rather special, but seeing them all on the road at the same time will be quite cool. So,
it is all about the sound.
Shall we rally the troops and get going?
Sure.
So Alan, as you can see, people love the Monster, and it seems fitting on its 20th anniversary and birthday even that you bring out the biggest one yet.
Yeah, the Monster is it's an iconic model, and with any iconic model, it has to evolve. And you know, we've gone from air-cooled model now to this 1200cc water-cooled Monster, and it's a beautiful bike, but it still maintains the element that made the Monster special. So you've got, you know, the trellis frame, the round headlight at the front, and yeah, it's still got the Monster silhouette. We've made it more comfortable as well, so we brought the bars higher up, further forward, tried to make it as much user-friendly as well. The actual engine itself is, the spread of power is fantastic, so you know, even with the torque at mid-range, you've still got 90% of that torque, so it makes it, you know, much easier to ride throughout the gears. So yeah, it's a fantastic bike.
Now, Alan, the S version is 12,495, which is not bad for a Ducati, it's got to be said, but the great thing is that's a bit too much for people. You've also got the standard 1200, a little bit down on the power, 135 brake horsepower, 82 pound-foot of torque, same weight, but still all the characteristics that make a Monster great, and that's less than 11 grand, isn't it? That's
right, yeah, slightly lower spec, but yeah, it's still a great bike and still has all the elements that you want from your Monster.
Now, when it comes to new kids on the block in the naked market, this bike is getting a lot of attention. This is a new BMW S1000R, and I've got Cal from BMW to talk me through it. Cal, this is effectively an S1000RR naked.
Absolutely, we've taken the clothes off. Everything else is almost unchanged. It's making 160 horsepower. It's making even more torque than the RR Superbike, and you get ABS, you get traction control and riding modes, all for under £10,000 on the road.
We're talking about torque figures. This produces 83 pound-foot of torque, but I think what's quite remarkable about this as well is it's the lightest of all the nakeds we're looking at today at 207 kilos. And I've seen the videos. It looks like an absolute beast.
It is a little bit of an animal.
And I've got to admit, it is an incredible proposition when you consider all of that you're getting for under £10,000 for the basic, and as you say, just over £11,000 for the spec'd out version.
Absolutely, and as everyone knows, red ones go faster.
Now, the final contender then for the crown of the best naked bike here at Motorcycle Live, and how could we forget it, is the Triumph Speed Triple R. Now, I've got Devron with me here from Triumph. You've made some changes this year, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. We're looking at the latest version of the Speed Triple R. Obviously, it's got Öhlins front and rear and Brembo brakes as well, so it goes really, really well. New for this year, it's got a fly screen and a belly pan as standard, whole host of carbon fibre. So yeah, it's looking sweet.
Now the great thing is this is a tricked out R version, and this costs $10,999, but you can get the standard Speed Triple as well, can't you?
Yeah, that's right. Standard bikes available at $9,599.
So that is pretty much our roundup of all the naked bikes that are new here at Motorcycle Live, the ones that have had a few tweaks to them, and some amazing bikes, 6 of the best on display here at Motorcycle Live, and we'll be finding out exactly which one is streets ahead of the rest over the next few months when we get to ride them.
Earlier on in the year, I headed out to Spain for an off-road red tread experience. I had a great time riding in the Spanish mountains. But Ed, I've heard you've got a new venture to run alongside the off-road experience.
That's right, yeah. We're still doing the same school that we used to do as well, and we've now got the motocross school starting in February.
So tell us about the track. Whereabouts have you got that?
Well, we've got 4 different tracks that we're going to be using. Some are like a full-on motocross track just for motocross training, and we've obviously got one that we use currently as well, which has got a motocross track on it, and there's quite a big training facility there as well.
And how old do you have to be then for this experience?
We're taking kids from 10 years old now.
Ed, I'd love to come back and see you out there next year. Will you let me?
Oh no, not again. Yes, of course, yeah, no problem. We're starting from February, so just give us a shout, come on down anytime.
So as always, the best dressed man at Motorcycle Live is the one, the only Mr. Austin Vince. Now Austin, last time we spoke to you, you'd come back from Mondo Sahara, but look, I have in my hand the actual DVD.
Yeah, that's right. You can get it now. It's just come out, just come from the factory, very exciting. Getting a box which has alongside it another 200 boxes, all packed with DVDs. And you can get it from dirtpunk.co.uk.
Great Christmas present, it's got to be said. And this is your adventure, obviously, where you went across the Sahara. You went through so many countries, and we talked about it before, but literally people went ahead of you, burying objects in the sand so you could survive. It's a real proper adventure, isn't it?
Well, I would be very cautious about over-egging the pudding. So I'll say it's quite boring, really. But if when you buy it, you think it's tremendous fun, then of course you've got the right idea. It was an amazing experience.
And you get a free badge with the DVD, so it's got to be a good present.
Actually, the badge is £18.50. It's a free DVD with it.
And obviously, the main attraction here at Motorcycle Live is something that we had a hand in making. Yeah, it is the main attraction, all right. It's a Kawasaki K-Lap simulator. Now, if you remember a few weeks ago, we were at Silverstone with the world superbike champion, Tom Sykes, doing something very secret, and we can now announce exactly what that is. We were creating a green screen experience that allowed you to go in there, sit on a ZX-10R, and actually simulate what it's like to ride around Silverstone with Tom Sykes. Now, right now, and there's a little kid called Tom who's having a go himself, and I think there might be a bigger kid called Tom who's about to surprise him. So Tom, it's quite out there actually here in the green screen room for the simulator that we were making obviously down at Silverstone a few weeks ago. Yeah. And green is obviously your favourite colour, which we know. But a few things have happened since then. Obviously that was just after, I think it was at Magny-Cours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Since then you went and won the World Superbike Championship. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's been a fantastic year. So for me, I'm very happy. Kawasaki have been working hard. 2013 World Champion sounds nice, and it's certainly a year to remember. It's all the hard work has paid off, and everything is in place to do it again next year.
No rest for the wicked there, mate. But also, there's been some other big news for yourself. You've had a baby, haven't you?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm now the proud father of a beautiful daughter, Millie Grace. So it's been a fantastic last week, and I've had one full week at home, and it's been really nice. So we'll see. It's going to be a great winter.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Tom, I know we've got to get back to letting people have a go on your simulator and have the impression of actually racing you, which we obviously did at Silverstone. But congratulations on fatherhood, congratulations on the World Superbike Championship, and good luck for 2014.
Top man. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Now, this is more my kind of thing. In fact, I like the Thunderbird so much, I made my brother buy one. And Devron, this has got the same engine as the Storm, isn't it? 1700cc parallel twin.
Yeah, that's right.
But there's a few cosmetic changes, aren't there?
Yeah, absolutely. So in styling terms, it's a really sort of big, fat, muscular cruiser. So you've got big fork shrouds, polished aluminium yoke. It's got the iconic twin Triumph headlights, really wide wheels. So yeah, just that deep fat style really. Drain pipe silencers. But in addition to that, it's more than just cosmetic. We have got a new frame on the bike for superior sort of ride and control. We've put a lot of effort into producing a really great seat as well, something that's got lumbar support and really gives a cruiser rider what they need.
And how much is that going to be over the normal Thunderbird Storm?
Well, the Storm's 12,499. We anticipate a small premium, so I'd like to think it's going to come in under 13, but don't quote me on that.
Now, there are a couple more bikes that Triumph have announced, some that I'm really excited about, especially for the A2 licensed people out there, and that is the new Daytona 250 and the Naked. Is it going to be a street 250 or is that all hush-hush?
Well, I can't really say, but we'll just have to wait and see. But they're on their way, that's for sure.
And can you tell us exactly when they're going to be coming out?
I can't say exactly, but expect sometime in 2015.
Well, I'm excited about it. Obviously, they're not here at the show right now, but we have got a very exclusive picture to show you.
Well, that's it for our Motorcycle Live special. We'd love to hear what you thought of the show, and you can let us know via Facebook or Twitter.
And don't forget our website, bikeworld.co.uk, where you can check out our blogs, get the latest news updates, and watch any episodes of the show you might have missed in our on-demand section.